Hi everyone, so I'm here today to discuss the accessibility features on my personal laptop. I have an HP ProBook 650 G1. It is quite an old laptop. It is quite large as well. Um, I'm not able to show you the screen size per se through Screencast-O-Matic, but I have a 15-inch screen, so it is quite wide. So this laptop would be quite nice for any students that needed to have a bigger screen for visual accommodations. So to find my accessibility features, I click on the Start menu, I find the Settings bar, and I click on Ease of Access. They group their accommodations between three categories: vision, hearing, and interaction, which I really like. So, the user can go directly to the category that they need. So obviously under vision, this is going to be for any students that really need larger font, bigger cursors, thicker cursors. So let's walk through. So first here, I really love that they also give you a sample so you can pick the accommodation that's going to work best for you. So you can make the text bigger, but you need to make sure you click on apply so that it really does apply to the screen. Also, every computer always has, view on it where you can increase the size of the web page entirely. So if I were to do that, now you see how closer up I'm able to view everything. Also with brightness, so anyone that may have, brightness sensitivity, they can fluctuate and adjust it. I also really like this accommodation here showing animations. So any people that animations might be very distracting to an individual, they may trigger just responses that are unwanted. You can turn that feature off, which is nice. You can show transparency, you can hide any scroll bars. So this is great for students that really need less distractive elements. Mouse pointer, I really like this. So not only can you make your mouse quite large, you can also change the color. And I love this feature here. When I scroll over text, I can still see the text in a different color. So it almost acts like a reading window. Which could help any students with reading difficulties as well if they need to read one line at a time. So I really like that. There's also an option for me to select colors. So if students have a tough time locating their mouse, they can use colors. Also, if, even color blindness, they need to find the right contrast. So I love that feature. I'm just going to bring this back down and change it back to white. I also love the text cursor. So as you can see, a regular text cursor, for me, I can actually have difficulty knowing where it is. So you can increase the size of it and change the color of it, which is perfect for anyone that really has trouble maybe with spatial orientation. So it also comes with magnification, color filters. So any students that need, help with contrasting and even narration. For hearing, there is audio. I really like this feature as well because you'll notice down here is my main speaker, but you'll see how if I turn it down here, it's going to fluctuate up here. So also, with YouTube or any other sites, they also come with volume controls. So you can pick your max, and then from there, if I was on YouTube, my max wouldn't go any higher than my computer volume itself. So it's just really nice to be able to be careful on audio and fit the audio that you need particular to your accommodation needs. So also with changing captions. There's also speech to text accessibility, keyboard accessibility, so allowing shortcut keys to start sticky keys using on-screen keyboards, toggle keys. And then I like this feature, but unfortunately I don't have an eye tracking device, but I'd really like to see what this would look like. So this activity really opened my eyes. I've never really searched my settings to see what accommodations are built into my laptop, so it's quite impressive. Now, I'm not a Mac user, and I know many of you are, so I will say I'm a little envious that I do not have as many accommodations, but it's just humbling to see that computers are now really taking that into consideration when designing their laptops. I have a Chromebook as well as my work laptop, and that has the touch screen accessibility, which I think is also great for students that may have trouble with keys, so they can touch the screen. It also has the accommodation of flipping the screen in tent mode. So if you wanted to kind of treat it more like a tablet. So anyways, I hope you learned a little bit about my very old dinosaur laptop, but also just seeing the different modifications that I can use for myself, for students, and get to kind of put myself in their shoes a little bit. Have a wonderful day.